Sorry about that.
No problem.
Greg, talking about a really big purchase.
Yes, we're here this afternoon talking about the Dell buyout, which has gotten a significant amount of press in the media in the past couple of weeks. You know, traditionally, when you think of buyouts, you think of the Kohlberg Kravis Roberts, Barbarians at the Gate, and stuff of that ilk that happened in the LBO world of the 80s and the 90s.
Well, that's sensationalist.
Of course, it's sensationalist, and it sells books and it sells newspapers. But this one is truly, at least ostensibly, Dell's desire to be more in control of its corporate strategy. And instead of feeling that they have to kowtow to the likes of Wall Street, depending on what strategy they're going through, and by account their shareholders, they're saying that if they do a buyout, that they will have more control. Well, not surprisingly, that has set off a whole flurry of activity of Dell's competitors basically using this as an opportunity to throw darts at them, saying, well, this just further confirms that Dell is basically done and that our strategies, Lenovo, if you will, out of China, is better and has been more proven, etc. Some of the shareholders should be happy because they're going to be getting a fairly good premium over the stock, etc. But the first lawsuit was recently filed that the shareholders don't think that they are getting a very good deal. And finally, the media is speculating that there have been many a company that have done buybacks and then have fixed all of the problems, have subsequently gone public again, and have been able to fleece the pockets of their founders and the private equity firms that much more.
Interesting.
Yes.
A lot of scenarios here. This is like Peyton Place. This can go in a lot of directions.
Peyton Place in the Peyton Place boardroom.
But historically, Dell has been a model to the industry because it has the best cash management cycle of all computer companies.
Correct. So Dell, we were talking about this off air, Dell has been a great story. And it's really been a success story in terms of customized PCs and stuff of that ilk. The problem is that if you think today of the top computer companies, I'm not necessarily sure that Dell would any longer be in the top 5.
That's correct.
And the question is,
especially with the new advances over the last 6 months.
Right. One of the articles basically said that everybody wants to be an Apple wannabe. And, I think that Michael Dell would probably throw himself into that ring. So what do? You certainly don't sell the company because who's going to buy them? Right. You certainly, bankruptcy is an option because the company is still solvent and, and share price is in the teens.
Right.
But what do you do in terms of next steps?
And Wall Street is more concerned